On this episode of Slap Some Shit Together, we're making rice balls. Okay? So follow along. If you've made them, let me know. No ugly comments, okay? Thank you very much. You're gonna need rice, Velveeta, plain breadcrumbs or Italian, 2 packages of taco seasoning, any brand, big ass bowl, and then you're gonna need some sausage. I just cut them into little bitty cubes like this. This is what your rice would look like, a gummy mess. You're gonna cook it, overdone, all right? You do not rinse it. This is the only time I'm gonna tell you don't rinse your rice, okay? You want the gummy mess, that is what holds your balls together, okay? Take a stick of butter, and you're gonna stick it in the middle, just like this. Thank you. And I like to just stick it down in there, cover it back up, and let it get melted. So you can see that the butter is melting in there, and now you're just gonna get that butter incorporated all over your rice, okay? Okay, so now you're gonna add cheese. How much cheese? I don't know. I just put it in there, and it's gonna be yellow. You want your rice to kind of look yellow. This is freshly grated. Back when I used to do it with the shredded kind that you get from the store, I would use 2 of the 2-pound bags or whatever. And so I just add it, and you want to do this while your rice is hot. That is so important because that's what makes all this stick together, okay? So just get it all mixed up in there, and then I'll be back to show you. Okay, so once you get all of your cheese all melted up in your hot rice, you want to go through and put your taco seasoning in. And then, of course, your holy grail in my house is Tony's. Now, once you get all your seasonings all mixed up with your cheese and your butter, you're going to take whatever meat you want. We like sausage. You can do shrimp. You can do hamburger meat. You can do whatever you want to do or whatever you want to try. And you're going to put that in your meat, and you're going to mix it up, okay? Okay, so once you get your mixture to where it's like this, that is what you want. You want them to stick together. The reason why you do not cook your sausage before you put it in there, it produces too much grease, and then they will not stick. They will try to flatten like a pancake. You want them to be round like a ball, okay? So I ended up splitting mine into 2 bowls so I could mix them up really, really good. But this is what you want. You want them to hold form just like this. Now, I'm going to fill this halfway with oil. You can use a Fry Daddy. You can use this electric skillet here. You can cook them in a pot on the stove. Whatever you have works. Okay, so you're going to take Italian or plain. It depends on what you want. It doesn't matter. I'm using Great Value. And you're going to fill up a little platter or maybe a paper plate up about 3/4 of the way because you don't want it to be too full because then you start pushing it off on the counter. And then in the bowl, you need eggs. So I'm going to start with 6 eggs. I'm going to get them open. You cut your Velveeta in little small chunks like so. Okay, so you want to take some of your mixture and make you a ball. You can make them as big or as small. About medium is what we like, about this size, okay? You just want to make sure you get pieces of sausage in there. So then you're going to take and just put a little hole in it like this. You're going to take a piece of your Velveeta and you're going to shove it down in there. And then you're just going to kind of close that cheese back up in there, okay? So that's what it's going to look like. So then you're going to come over here and you're going to roll it in this egg yolk. Okay? And then you're going to put it in your breadcrumbs. I like to just set it in the middle and just pour them on the top. You want to kind of pat them in. So once it gets unsticky, I pick it up and I just kind of pat them in. And that's what it looks like. Okay? All right. So now I just take my ball and I lay them in my grease. All right. So now I like to just kind of take an extra tool and my spoon and I just kind of roll them over. See how they're brown on the bottom? All right. I'm going to start pulling out the first batch. Look at that. Ooh, she's pretty. All right, all right. This is what they look like. They are amaze balls. Look at that Velveeta. If you have any questions, let me know. If you like cooking videos and you like realistic mom shit and shopping hauls, hit the follow button with friends. Other than that, thanks for watching. Love you, bye.